Okay, hey Ane, I have started the recording and I will be uploading this on YouTube, Ane. So if you have any concern, let me know.
No concerns.
Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, okay. So Ane, the same thing. The pattern would be the resume review for 5-10 minutes. Then we have some very fundamental questions. Then we go for one interview question, one DSA question, which we will try to target in 25 minutes. Then if we able to do it on time, then we might have some follow up question on top of that. Else we'll go for some other questions, like if depending upon how you do it. Okay,
Okay.
so let me review your resume. So I have already gone through your resume to save the time. So I'll just share the
Okay.
points which you have to work on it. So first of all
Okay.
is in your resume, the one major thing missing is the summary, right? So before
Okay.
itself, first put a summary of 2 lines, right? Like before reading to going through your resume, I should be able to know from your summary that okay, so you are in which company, how many years of experience you have, in which tech stack you are working or you are comfortable with, and what is the current role. This 4-5 things should be
Okay.
in your summary without even going to the so from each you can say that segments you should use the summary, or it should be maximum of 2 lines. Okay, so that is
Okay.
missing. That should be the first before even education itself. Okay, so your education is
Okay.
totally good, and the professional experience, the only point the I see a miss is what is your responsibility. So from this I
Okay.
got to know that okay, in the Mindtree you are working in this. So Mindtree works in the IVR, some web technology. It's all good. What is your role? What you do? So let's say what I mean by your role should be like you are managing the you can say that the whole web application, bug fixes, right? You are mentoring or anything like feature development, right? Designing. So these are generally the responsibilities of a software engineer, right?
Mhm.
So what is your responsibility in this? I know that what is the project which you're working on and what is the tech stack, but what is your responsibility, that is missing, right?
Okay.
And in the second one you have mentioned the responsibility actually that you have refactor the code base, deliver the quality code on time. So there are seems like some responsibilities you have shown. Okay, then comes to your projects. So projects was little good but still the same thing. So all the projects are just the sole project. If it's a sole projects, like okay, this all done by you. But if it is a group project, then you just have to mention that so this is my role in that one, right? If it's a sole
Achha.
projects, then it's okay. Okay,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
so so if you have planned to say in the interview that it's my solo projects all, then okay, so means whatever you have told, you have highlighted everything, so it doesn't matter. But in interview are about to say that as a group of 3 team members we build this, then please add your role in that one.
Okay.
Okay, so that is the only thing. And achievements is good, like so as a part of first 1 year of experience now you have, so all the achievements currently which you have, that is good. But do you have any achievements, what I would say that in your current company, like now you have 1 year of experience, so what achievement can it be? So
Okay.
generally what we do put in achievement. So see, any extra thing you have done in your company, that's all our achievement, right? So let's
Okay.
say you have improved the efficiency, so that if you see the intern you the company in which you have done an intern, so
Mm-hmm.
here that you have written deliver the quality code on time, which increase client retention by 8% and profit by 17%. This is your
Yeah.
achievement actually.
Okay.
Okay, and you can say that you got rewarded for this one. So now this
Okay.
become your achievement. Okay, so you can
Okay.
put this in your achievement block.
Okay.
Okay, so so see till we are in college, so lead code, hacker rank, all these things, ranks matters, right? But now
Yeah.
when we have 1 or 2 years of experience, we want to show some achievements based on the company which we have worked,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
So this is one of your achievement which you have put into your experience. You can bring it down to the achievement at the first line, right?
Okay.
Similarly, like anything you have, like you have built something which help the fellow developers, right? So like
Okay.
this you can add in the achievements. Technical skill
Okay.
wise, all good. Only thing is in your fundamentals you have written DBMS, but in the database you have written MongoDB. Please add MySQL also, if you know
Okay.
it. Otherwise, that is also good.
Okay.
Extracurricular activity, so that is all okay. And if you think that, I would say that, see, currently when I'm looking at your resume, right, there are a lot of text, right?
Mhm.
So I would say that extracurriculum activity you can remove it, but when you are going to tell your resume about, right, you can always
Mhm.
add more detail which is not there in the resume. Okay,
Okay.
so the only what I'm trying to say is that if we can save some space which is not very much important as of now. So
Mhm.
extracurriculum activities like you mentored the first year students, so both are of the college seems, right?
Mhm.
So that is kind we can always tell our activities when we about to speak, right?
Yeah.
But in the resume, since we wanted to kept it one page but little bit less text, so you can free up that bottom space, so it could be little bit you can use little bit more space for your information. Okay, so that's
Okay.
pretty much on your resume. Rest everything is looks good. So highlighted part is all good. You have given your project descriptions, right? That is all good. The minor improvements, that's all. Otherwise resume are very classic standard format. Okay,
Okay. Thank
so that's on the resume part. Now let's move on to the fundamental this thing.
you.
Okay,
Okay.
so for fundamental, so currently it's time 10:23.
10:23.
Okay. Okay, so let's have 5-10 minutes for this one. So, Anay, can you, in 1 minute, can you just give me an estimate value of 2 raised to power 24?
2 raised to the power 24 estimate value. Okay. 2 raised to the power 24. Around mm,
What is the property of when you have, let's say, 2 raised to power 4? What is the, how you can write it? 2 raised to
2 raised
power
to
2 into
2
2
power
raised to
2.
power 2, right? So
Yeah,
just try
yeah,
to
yeah.
divide it and just give me an estimate value.
Okay, 2 raised to the power 12 plus 2, sorry, into 2 raised to the power 12. So
You can use your copy for 1 minute.
24, 8, okay, 8, 2, 1 second, 2 is 2 power 12, 2 power 12 is 2 power, 2 cube into power 4 is 4 is 16 and 8, okay, 16, okay, 128 square. Um,
128 square. Okay.
which will be
Okay, can you just tell me like how you are going to this problem?
so like I'm breaking down with respect to the power. So 2 raised to the power 24 can be written as 2 raised to the power 12 and 2 raised to the power 12.
Mm-hmm.
And then similarly, 2 raised to the power 12 can be written as 2 raised to the power 2 raised to the power 3 into 2 raised to the power 3 into 2 raised to the power 3 into 2 raised to the power 3.
Okay, can we little bit simplify in the senses? You know, right? What is 2 raised to power 10?
2 raised to the power 10. Um,
Okay, let's move to the next question.
okay.
Okay, so what is the worst case time complexity of lookup in self-balancing binary search tree?
Self-balancing binary search tree.
What is the worst
It's
case time complexity?
log n.
Right. And what about the normal BST tree?
Normal binary search tree.
Hmm.
Uh, okay, so only lookup, no?
Only lookup. Worst case
So
time
yes, it
complexity.
is also log n in that also.
Are you sure? Normal binary search tree. If you construct the worst case, we are looking for a worst case, not average.
Okay,
Okay.
worst case. Mhm. O of height of the tree.
No, it's O raised to power O big O of n, right? Let's say binary
Okay.
search tree goes like in one straight line.
Okay, skew trees.
Okay,
Uh,
so what is the worst case insertion complexity in hash table?
Worst case insertion in hash table.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is O of 1.
That could be an average. What about the worst?
Mm-hmm. Uh, okay, so inserting a new element, or we can also update the present at the present key.
Insertion, yeah, there can always be a collision also, right?
Acha, so okay, so then there will be O of n, so number of elements in the table hash map.
Okay. For an unweighted graph, which
Okay,
algorithm should we use to find the shortest path?
okay, for an unweighted graph, which algorithm should be used to
To
find the
find the
shortest
shortest
path?
path.
Um,
BFS,
we can
DFS.
yes, BFS.
Okay, why?
Okay. Uh, BFS, like we can go level by level
Mm-hmm.
and like find the shortest path like that, no, and keep a visited array also.
Okay, okay. Can you just tell me with very just considered me like 10-year old will I don't understand any of the technical terms.
Hmm.
Please explain me the all the OOPS concept.
So, oops concept. Okay. So, like OOPS concept is a concept in computer science using which we can uh, uh, like illustrate a real world object into code.
Right?
So we can create their properties and illustrate it similar to in like using methods and variables which we use inside code. And yeah, uh, in simple words, this would be the
No, what are all the concepts which we have? Inheritance,
okay.
polymorphism. Tell me that with an
Okay,
example.
inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, and encapsulation. Okay, so inheritance would be uh, taking the same properties which our parent has, something like that. And polymorphism would be having the same name but doing different things. And there would be subtle differences which would make the two methods different.
I
In
am I am very new to this concept, right? So I am not sure what do you mean by doing the same thing, two methods. So can you give me
okay, okay,
some easy example to understand?
okay. So okay, so there is one. There are two persons. Okay, one is a father and one is a son. Okay, so both person can write. Okay, but a father can write in his own handwriting or something, and a son can write in his own way. So there are like two behavior of the same like two behaviors of the same function, we can say, or the same method, which is right, and we can say.
Okay.
And where yes, father like we override like
Okay.
we
No.
override the method.
Okay. No problem. Okay. Can you tell me what is virtual function?
O- okay, virtual functions. So in virtual functions, what we have is we define a function virtual uh, when like we do not do the implementation of the function at that in that class, but we leave that up to the child class,
Mm-hmm.
and how do they want to implement that,
Mm-hmm.
and virtual function has to be implemented by every child class.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So that's pretty much on the fundamentals part, right? So let's move on to the DSA question, Ane. Okay, Ane. So I'll tell you the question, what this question is, right?
Yeah.
And then you can
Yeah.
take your time. And I don't know why this SCL and all this coming. So you can remove it while I will go through this, right? So it will.
Okay.
So the question is, you need to design a hit counter, right? And what does it hit counter will do is, which count the number of hits received in the last past 5 minutes. Okay,
Okay.
so in last 5 minutes, whatever the hits comes, you have to just count it. Okay, now how does it work? Now let's go to that. So we have to implement two method, the get and the hit method, right?
Okay.
So what happen is, each function accept a timestamp parameter in seconds. So let's say it's just an integer, so it all this will come in seconds. So let's say here, if you
Okay.
see an example, you will see that hit 1, 2, so these are nothing but a seconds.
Okay.
Okay, so these are all seconds. So now in this case, what question says that each function accept a timestamp parameter in seconds granularity. You may assume that calls are being made to the system in chronological order. So means, whenever there is a hit with a timestamp, with the timestamp is in second, you
Yeah.
can assume that for now it's always come as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So timestamp is in increasing order, it's always come,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
You may assume that the earlier timestamp start with at 1. So always timestamp start at 1, not 0, negative, nothing. So 1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4, like this. So now in this example, if you see, right,
Uh-huh.
so how it will work, just see that example. So first is hit at timestamp 1. So now what it is coming is a counter dot hit 1. So what does it means is, like, I have hit at timestamp 1, so one hit has
Okay.
come. Now second, hit at timestamp 2. So now I am calling one method counter dot hit and putting the timestamp in second 2. So means
Okay.
at the second timestamp I again made a hit. Now at so this is just a repeat duplicate, so you can remove this one. So
This
now
one.
yeah, this one. So now at third line, hit at timestamp 3. So we are trying to make another hit. So we are doing counter dot hit at second third. So at third second we make another hit. So total till
Okay.
now 3 hits has been done, right?
Mm.
Now get hit at timestamp 4. So now I
Okay.
am trying. So I am now calling a method counter dot get hits, and I am giving a second. Like, give at fourth second, give me how many hits has come.
Okay.
Okay, so how many hit has come till now? A hit at 1, hit at 2, hit at 3. So 3 hits has come. So that's why we should return 3. So that's why it said
Okay.
should return 3. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so now let's go
Okay.
further. Then we say that hit at timestamp 300. So now let's say
Okay.
another hit comes at 300 second. So
Mm-hmm.
we call a method counter dot hit 300, right?
Okay.
So how many hit has happened now? 4, right?
Okay.
One hit has happened at second 1, another hit has happened at second 2, another hit has happened at second 3, another hit has happened at second 300.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so now total 4 hit. Now the second last line, get hits at the timestamp 300.
300.
Now I want
Okay.
to find all the hits by the time 300. So how many hits
Okay.
happen total? 4.
4.
1, 2, 3 and 300.
Yeah.
Okay, now at time stamp 301, how many
Mm.
hit has come? Get hit.
3.
So at now 301 timestamp only 3. Why? Because question says that you only need to consider the hit in last 5 minutes, means 300 seconds. Okay, so now at 301, the first second one hit, the first hit which is happened at the first second will get removed.
Okay.
Okay, so that's why only 3 hits now.
Okay.
Okay,
Got it.
and it is also possible that at similar second, let's say you can get more than one hit. Let's say counter dot hit 1, another counter dot hit 1. So at the same second you can get more than one hits also.
Okay, so at one timestamp only, like I can hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. So counter dot hit 1, counter dot hit 1, counter dot hit 1, that is also a possible use case.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
so you understood the question now?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so it's 10:37. Yeah, you can start. thinking.
Okay. Okay, so 5 minutes means 300 seconds. So, okay, so anything in the time period of 300 seconds, we need to return the amount of hits. Okay, so so should I write along with the what I'm saying,
Let's
or
first discuss the approach, like what you're
okay,
thinking. Then once we
okay,
decide the approach, then you can start the coding.
okay, each function maximum try. Okay, so we have one, two, three. 300. First thing what we can do is we have to like store the number of hits, obviously, so that we can return,
Mm-hmm.
and somehow we have to reduce it after 300 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
So, so what we can do is obviously I'll create one variable for number of hits, and for every hit counter, sorry, counter dot hit, I will increase the count like number of hits, and um, one, two, three, and at 300 I have, okay. So when I reach 300,
Mm-hmm.
uh, I have to identify like how many hits are there. Okay. So till 300 we have four hits. Sorry, three hits, no?
Correct. Till 300 you have 4 hits because
Yeah,
before doing a get we have a hit at 300 also, right?
yeah. Okay, so till 300 we have four hits.
4
So
hits.
when we come to 301,
Mm-hmm.
so we have to remove this one.
Correct,
Okay.
because we only need to consider 5 minutes only.
Okay. So what we can do over here is if I take something like if I store this in a map, like for every timestamp,
Mm-hmm.
number of hits I can store. Like if at timestamp one there are multiple hits, then also I will store like at timestamp one.
Mm-hmm.
We can like if I have five hits, then I will store one as a key and like number of hits as value
Mm-hmm.
five.
Okay, okay.
And what I will do is at 301
Mm-hmm.
I have to remove one from the.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have to remove one value at one
Mm-hmm.
from my total number of counts. So yes, so whatever is my value, like the timestamp value,
Mm-hmm.
so if it is 400, 500, 600, anything,
Mm-hmm.
so what I will do is I will, what I can do is, so if it is 600 or let's say it is 302, so what I will do is I will go till two, and I'll go at two and remove number of hits at number two,
Okay.
and like remove, how will I remove? Like I will have one variable with total number of hits minus number of hits at number two timestamp.
Okay.
So I will get the number of hits at like number of hits till this like
So
till
let's
five.
say that the timestamp value, when we are saying timestamp can be 1 2 3 4 300, let's say
Mm-hmm.
it can increase to 2 raised to power 10 9, that much. So you
Okay.
can get 7 4 4 4 5 6 7, something like that, in a integer range only.
Okay.
So just see from that perspective itself, like will you be able to, whatever the solution which you are getting with hash map, will you able to take care of it? But I got your approach. What you're saying is you will take a hash map and your key would be timestamp, value would be the frequency,
Hmm.
and let's say whenever you are getting a hit with a timestamp, you will use a timestamp as a key and put plus one, whatever the value is there. And whenever
Yeah.
you do a get, so you will what you will do when you get a, let's say, get hit at 4, so what you will do, how you will identify that which one you need to remove?
So I was telling that if I have four, then actually no need to remove. But if I have something, some value in timestamp, I will go beyond, like at 300 minus 4. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So at that value, I'll check how many hits are there previously to, like at that point how many hits were completed. So uh, till from 4, and from 4 till 5 minutes before 4, I only want those hits, so I will remove the previous hits from
Correct,
there.
correct. So you are thinking right. So how many hits? So you are just trying to find out a before 300 range, right?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
it's not 300 minus 4. It would be 4 minus 300,
Sorry,
right?
yes.
So
Oh,
that
well.
would become negative. So you will take from 1 because start at 1. So it can never
Yeah,
go at negative. So you know that okay, 1, 2, 3 you have to consider till
yeah.
4. So you will now do in the get method. In the hash
Mm,
map, you will do a get of 1, get of 2, get of 3 till get of 4,
mm.
right? But now let's say you have to remove something. Okay, now with the formula which you told me, okay, you got to know that okay, until let's say you got, for example, for 301 you got okay, from 2 only I have to start, because let's say 301 minus 300 plus 1 will give you 2. So now you know
Okay.
that before 2 has to be removed, right,
Yeah.
as per you. So
So
now
yeah.
so how you will remove in the hash map? So you will go and remove all, right?
No. I was yeah. 1 second. Let me. So I was telling you that see, so this 301 is there. So just what I will do is 301 minus 300. So I'll get 1. So at my like hash map of 1, there will be some value, like
Hmm.
it will be number of hits. So I will return the number of hits at 301 minus this.
Do you think this will work?
Mm,
What if, like, for example,
mm,
you got 300, let's say not consider 301, let's consider as 600. So
okay.
600 minus 300, right? So 300. So
Yeah.
before that, you have to remove, right? So it's not only one value.
Yeah. So like I will, like what I will do now. I will create like the value would be all, like the total number of hits till that point. I'm telling you. Uh,
Oh,
like
okay. So you are saying at
at
timestamp
300, I
3?
will have the total number of hits till 300, not
Okay.
at 300.
Okay.
So till 300, I will remove. Then it is much easier.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that's what I'm saying.
Hmm. So you are going to add a cumulative one.
Yes. So if like I'll keep on adding, and so that I don't have to like go through all the values again.
Okay. What would be the time complexity? Just can you take different use cases and dry run like
Okay.
of this
Yeah.
one?
So um, how do I? 1 second. So yeah. So if I call it at 1, um, I'll create one variable over here. Total hits
Mm-hmm.
is equal to 0. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now at timestamp 1, I will hit. I'll write h like this. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
this will go. I'll increase my total number of hits. Then and when I increase this, I'll also, like I'll have my map now. So
Mm-hmm.
let me write my map only. Okay. So I'll like map
Mm-hmm.
it
Okay.
like this.
Okay.
So at timestamp 2, so let's say I again hit at timestamp 1.
Mm-hmm.
Total number of hits will be 2. So
Mm-hmm.
again it will become 2.
Okay.
Again I'll do at 1 only, then it will become 3. It will become 3.
Okay.
Now let's say I'll go at 4.
Okay.
Sorry, not
Yeah.
4.
Just take randomly. Let's say it comes 55. At
Okay,
time 55
55.
second, you got one hit.
Yeah, so at time 55, I got 1 hit. So So I'll take 4 over here.
No, how? What is the logic? So now this is your
Yeah,
hit method called.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So now what you are doing here is how you will do.
So what I'm doing over here is like total hits I have 3,
Hmm.
and what I will do is I'll write here 4. Why? Because 3 plus 1 is 4, and also I'll have to check if before 5 minutes I have some value or not. But because 55 is less than 300,
Hmm.
it will not have. So
Correct.
after 300 value, I can like start checking.
Okay, okay, okay. So
Mm-hmm.
till now you will
So
store this. So in your hit method, what you have done is you just try to see that is there we cross 300 or not. If
yeah,
not, you just simply add the one in that.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay.
So let's take 100,
Now
and
let's come. It
let's
comes at
say
100.
I will have, let's say, 5
It
hits
is
over
still
here. So
less than 300. So you will add 4 plus 1 5. Okay.
it will become 9. Then over here also it will become 9. So let's say I'll take 300 directly,
Hmm.
and when at 300 I will have one more. So I'll
Hmm.
become create 10 over here.
Okay.
Now
Okay.
I'll create 10.
Now
Now
let's say come 750. At 750th you or let's say at 900 you got something. Just one
okay.
use case is 900. Let's say.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Okay, 900. Okay.
So now you got one hit at 900. So what you will store here?
Okay. So at 900, would have like 900 minus 300 would not be there.
Hmm.
So I have to traverse the map and find the closest value.
The 900 minus 300 is 600. 600 is
Yeah,
not there,
not
so you
there.
have to traverse.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So I think this will not work if
This will work,
uh,
but there will be time complexity of
complexity is
traversing, right? Every time.
the map.
That's
Yes,
what I
yes,
was saying.
exactly.
It cannot be like in contiguous. You will always find that value in a key, right?
Yes,
Can you
yes.
think of little bit better in this case?
1 second. So I have 900 over here. So I have to traverse till 300 till I get my value. Okay. Okay. Um, and so you're telling me to reduce the time complexity, no?
Yeah, because let's say you got O of one, O of one, O of one. Like let's say there would be so many 301,
It,
302, like so many hit. Now
yeah.
you have to traverse each. Every time
Yes.
there
Yes.
is
Yes.
you have to store it. So
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
you use something with like where you can store the value from and remove the value from
Okay.
the start?
Okay.
Just
So
one it.
what I can do is can create. I can.
Can you use the property like which I told you that the time will always be in sequence 1 2 3 4 5 6, it will always be in sequence, either not increasing order, not sequence, increasing order 1 2
Okay.
55, it will always be in increasing order. So can you just use this property
Okay.
with
So
the
yeah. 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 So
that one?
like we can binary search
No, no, not
over
binary
this.
search. Okay, you can use your time like for that.
If this would be in sequence, so what I can do is um how would I on the keys, no? 1, 3. Uh, so the keys are always in sorted manner. Um, so if we store the keys and then search my, if I can do one thing, no? Like I can store the previous, like
So
the close.
just a heads up, we are 20 minutes past already. So we have another 10 minutes for this question.
Okay. So at 900, so for every like hit, I can store one thing such as my previous closest previous something like that. Um, if this will work. So at 900, my closest, so at 1, my closest previous is nothing. Till 300, it is nothing. So at 301, I'll like keep my three closest previous something like one would be the closest previous till 300. And at 301, uh,
Okay, I'll give you a hint. So let's go away from hash map. Can you
okay,
make use of double-ended queue? Let's see if you are able to go through from here. Like, can we use double-ended queue property? Like, you can add the value from the back and you can remove the value from the front.
okay,
Just see if this little bit simplifies your problem. You whatever you have come up with the hash map, right? That exactly correct. Only one thing which you are keeping stuck is like in hash map you have to search by a key. So if that key is not there, you have to traverse. Now you only have
yeah,
to resolve that. So now just see the same approach what you have told. Like
okay.
last
So if
300 you will find,
we
just use a double-ended cube.
Yeah, so if we take the queue size at 300
Mm-hmm.
and like obviously we will insert till 300, we get till 300, and that, oh, not the size as 300, sorry. So till the value is less than 300, we will insert in queue.
Okay.
And okay, so how will that be? Like 155 and then 100 and 300 and then 900. Now, okay. So at 300, what we have to do is, um, I would have to search what is the closest previous. No? This would be my. Okay, 1 second. If I push my 10, at 900, I want 600. So 600 is not there. If I have 300, if I get a hit at 301, what will I have to do is I will have to remove the value of 1 from total hits.
Yeah, I got
Uh,
it.
so 1 would be present at the starting, and I will have to remove till I get my like closest variable. No? I think so. So if it is 300, let's say it is 400. I have I have to remove 100 from there. So I'll see if my 400 minus 1 is greater than, or sorry, 400 minus 1 is less than or equal to 300. So it is not. So till I get less than or equal to 300, I will remove. And because we don't need those elements as it isn't order, and after that when I reach 100, I can store my 400 value over here, something like this. uh,
Okay.
and 900, then I have to search all the values. Mhm. Yeah. Okay, so if 900 is there, now to search.
So what you are making this 900, 400, 300, 100? What is this? This is
This is a timestamp,
no. You are storing in which structure? Data structure.
like queue.
Okay. How come
And
900 comes before? Okay, so you are storing in decreasing order.
no, I'm like storing it like first one comes and last in first out fashion. So I draw it like this.
No, last in first out. That is a stack property.
Sorry, first in first out. Sorry, uh, in queue. So 100 comes first and it goes out first.
How?
Like
Okay.
it comes from here and goes out from here like this.
Okay, so then 300 comes back to 100, 400 backs to this one.
Yes, then 900 like that.
Okay, okay.
So there will be something like 1 second. 100 is here. Earlier there would be 55 and 1. So till 300 it is okay.
Mm-hmm.
And now if we insert something, some value like 400, so I will have to check if my q dot front is q dot front minus that value which I want to insert, is the difference less or equal to 300. If it is not, then I have to remove because we don't want these values at all. And also uh, if I reach 100, so like
Yeah,
then
yeah, you are right. First let's make the array right. So write one. So
okay.
write one. Then after that 55. So at first time is time you got a hit. Then another 55. Let 300, and
Mhm.
then you got no let 155. Then 100.
Sorry.
Then 300.
Yeah, then
Right now let's say at 900 you are getting a hit. So what you
yeah,
are
yeah,
saying is now our thing was 900 minus 300 plus 1, so
mm-hmm.
means whatever the index we will get, so the how many what the index you will get is around 601. So till
Yeah,
601 to 900 you have to consider, before that you have to remove,
yeah. So all you have to remove.
all you have to remove, that's correct, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to run 1 2 3 4 5, you have to run 155 100 300, right?
Yeah,
So it
yeah,
always,
yeah.
that's good,
So
that works fine, right?
mhm.
What is the time complexity of this one?
This would be similar to this only.
No, what is the time complexity of,
Oh,
let's say, the get method and the hit method?
uh,
This approach is totally fine, and you are using double-ended queue, and the approach which you have told me, that's work fine. But let's find out the time complexity for this one.
okay. So time complexity for hit would be
Hmm.
1 second. So there, it could, in worst case we have to remove all the elements.
Hmm.
Let's say.
Correct. Correct.
So the no, O of number of hits till that point.
Right. So the number of hits till that point has come. That would be the worst case time complexity for hit method.
Yes.
And what would
And
be the
another
time complexity for
method.
get?
Okay, get hits. For get hits, 1 second.
Okay, so at the time of hit also you are removing it. So that's okay, fine. That's no problem.
Yeah, at the time of it, I am removing it.
Hmm.
So in get hits, I think we will have the value because we are removing it and then storing the value
Mhm.
over here directly. No, we are not storing the total because
Correct.
after 300,
So what if let's say two five 4 times 55 comes. So how the data is stored get into this double-ended queue. So 155. Let's say,
then okay.
will it have duplicate values, or like you are using like this? It's gonna be stored.
If my q dot, like we can add, we can prevent that also. Like if we use a instead of this, we can, like instead of this, I can use a pair in queue and
No,
I
that will
can
become more
start
complicated, but that's okay. Let's have duplicate 55, 55, 55. That would be easy.
okay. Okay,
Okay, so
let's say there are
this
four.
approach works fine, and so we have very less time, 5 10 minutes, 5 minutes more. Actually, we have already closed 10 minutes also. So
Okay.
I just need one follow up. What if the timestamps are not in order? Let's say currently it's 155, 100, 300, 900. What if it is 1 900, then 300, then 55? What if this orders got jumbled? Will the
Okay.
same approach will work, double ended queue?
Double-ended queue won't work in this case
Then
because we are removing all the elements till that point.
Correct. That's the reason it will not work. Then what? How you will improve this solution?
Uh, Obviously, we have to store. Okay. So, because it is not sorted, we have to store this in something like this format only, and we have to traverse through all the elements and remove all the unwanted ones. So it can be anywhere in the between.
No, I sorry, I didn't get the approach. Could you please pardon?
Uh, so like if the timestamp are not sorted,
Mm-hmm.
so like it can be in any order. So double-ended queue is like if we
It
use then we will lose the
correct.
data. We
Correct.
will okay. So what we can do is we can use something like map only, and also what we will do is we are not removing any like data like in the queue. We can traverse the whole like map till we get our desired value, and then minus it from the
Okay.
like total number of hits and store it over here.
Okay. Okay, Ane. So we have crossed the time. So we are almost 55 minutes. Okay. So shall we start with the feedback? So can you stop sharing this presentation, this screen sharing? Let me
Hello.
bring
Yeah.
it up. Okay. So Naman, let's start with the feedback. But before that, do you have any feedback for me? Like anything was not good or anything was not clear, you can tell me.
From me.
From for me.
No, from me
Yeah,
for
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh, like it was good. It was
Okay,
like you were good in explaining the question and everything.
okay, cool.
It was good.
So let's start with your feedback, Anay. So first thing is you have to work little bit on your base, which I found. So like few points which are like virtual function, you know it, but the way
Mm.
you have given the expression, right, that makes like you are not fully confident, right? So it could be like giving me a 50-50%, like you might know it or it could be wrong also. So there was no
Okay.
confidence in that one, right?
Okay.
So another thing is you have to work really on your examples giving, right?
Okay.
For the oops, what you have given, right, examples,
Mm.
that was totally not, you can say that, considered as an examples, right?
Okay.
So this is a very popular question, like for you have to explain something to the kids, like, so you have to be very good in the example. So this is actually real time you're gonna use in when you are working. So you have to explain your thinking to someone, let's say product owner. You have to explain the technical terms to the product owner or manager who are sometimes not good in the technicals. So they should be able to understand what the technical terms you are trying to express. So this is, that's why
Okay.
it is very common question, very popular question. So you have to really work on your example, right? And it should be instantly, like it's not something which you know before, right? All you should know is the concept, but you have to work like at the, I have everything, what is it, but I have to explain it, right? So that should be something instant, it should come up, right? So
Okay.
that one thing. Another thing is in the interview never use acha, right? And this
Yeah,
thing,
yeah, sure.
so you have used couple of times. So this is okay, mock interview is all about this one only, right? But in the, try to avoid this in the real interview. Sometimes interviewers are chill, they don't consider this, but sometimes let's try to avoid, let's be professional as much as we can, right?
Okay.
And there are a few things like 10 raised to power 24. This is also kind of very good questions, like you can say that it's a filter question. Like before even the interview there is something called phone screening mode, phone
Mm.
screening interview. In that we got this question like what is 10 raised to power 24. So this is very common question, is like I think 2 raised to power 10 is 1024, you can convert it to 10 raised to power 3. Then right, you can
Mm.
just divide it like 4, 2 raised to power 4 into 2 raised to power 10, right? So this become around 16, 10 raised to power into 10 raised to power 3 ka square, so around 16 million, right? So
Okay.
just we need to tell how we are dividing it, at least we know that something mathematical we know, right? So this is very mathematical, very basic mathematical property, right?
Okay,
So
okay.
yeah, so it's not that like always we got to know. So even if you don't get this thing, that's okay. But this is, they do ask, right? Lot of companies
Okay.
you can get this question for sure.
Yeah.
And if we have any mentality like mathematical questions cannot be asked in data structures and algorithm, that is also is incorrect actually, which I tell. Like anytime mathematical, small math, not big mathematicals, but small mathematical questions do asked in the interview, right? So few things like the time complexity of DST one, you balance cell balance binary search tree you told correct, but normal binary search tree was incorrect. So something has to be worked on the base, right? And I told where it has to be improved.
Okay.
Now let's come to the DSA. So I would say that this DSA question, like first thing is you are a little bit fast in deciding the approach. So why I would say that is, so I was let's say interviewer is giving you a hint that this is a sorted form 1 5 3.
Mhm.
Now you might know that whenever the array is in sorted form, apply BST. So suddenly you jump in, okay, we will use BST, binary search tree, right? So
Mhm.
binary search tree nowhere is in this one, we are right. So whatever the, or also I have given you a hint double-ended cube before also, but you again go with the hash map. So always use hint. So
Okay.
I again give you the double-ended cube hint again. When so sometime interviewer will always give hint once, but if you ignore that or you couldn't catch it, he might not give again. So right. So you have to listen to the interviewer very carefully also, right? So even if you don't give hint, feel free to ask for the hint. Let's say you are trying to find an approach on the hash map. So let's say
Okay.
you, if you think that okay, this interview is for 30 minutes, I have already spent 10 minutes on this, right? I also need 10 minutes for my coding. I have only now 10 minutes more to find an approach. At the
Mhm.
10 minutes, just ask for the hint. Don't spend 20
Okay.
minutes and then ask for the kid. You won't get time for the coding. Like you today happens. You don't have enough time for the coding itself. So you have to
Okay.
divide the 30 minutes like 10 minutes coding, 20 minutes for approach, and right. So out of this 20 minutes, 10 minutes you give it to yourself. If you know that okay, 10 minutes I'm not going anywhere, feel free to ask the interviewer the hint, even if he's not giving. At least we can always ask, right? Even if not, if interviewer is sometimes very friendly, they can still try to help. They give minor hints, right? So feel free to ask the hints if you think you are stuck, right? Listen to the interviewer. If he is giving the hints, like say sometimes not directly, sometimes by talking he just give hint. So we have to very careful what interviewer says. Like in while he
Mhm.
is talking, he might be trying to tell us something, right? So that is this thing. And this question, like if you have just approach is wise good, you have come up with the hash map approach, okay, but only thing is the data structures you have choose hash map, right? That's where you're stuck. So first thing is like the little bit work has to be done on picking the right data structures, right? So if you have picked something related to queue before, right, something hash map or queue, then let's say you have come up with double-ended queue, that would be like easy, straightforward. The first part of the question is done. Then only thing left is follow up when it's jumbled, right?
Mhm.
So first thing is hash map is always good, but as you think like okay, it's stuck, so we have to work little bit on the which data structure fits well, right? So always use first analysis, right? So like I have given you one example. So by yourself itself, you should come with some other different use cases. Then you have to do a dry run of your approach, which you did hash map one, right? And then before that, deciding you have to choose like okay, this hash map never said that hash map is correct, right? Always at that point keep that okay, still I am finalizing the data structure, hash map is not finalized, right? What I'm trying to say is
Okay.
that don't finalize the hash map and just fully jump into that. Always
Okay.
open your mind for like okay, there could be some better data structure for this, not only hash map, right? So currently what
Okay.
happens today is right, you spend around 20 minutes in hash map itself, but you can also think of some different data structures. I think if you think apart from hash map, I think Q might be the next best data structure. For this you can automatically get, right? So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Once you get a like, okay, this can be done through a hash map or stack, not always stick to it. Always keep open for that. There could be other data structure which I can use. Spend some time on
Okay.
stack. If not, start thinking like, okay, is there any better data structure with this? I am stuck in here in hash map. Is there any
Uh-huh.
better data structure which I can use? So you're trying
Okay.
to improvise on the hash map, putting the next best value and all. That where it can be improved. So that was something. Hash map is, you are not able to solve it. Hash map, that is pretty good. Like we will all stuck there, right? But the things which can be improved, you are trying to improvise on hash map itself. Like you have finalized that I have to work it on hash map itself. I have to make this
Okay.
solution work on hash map itself. So that's where the problem is. Okay, so don't finalize the data structure at the first which come to your mind. Work on it, see where you stuck, and see like, okay, is there any other data structure? If not, then whatever you have worked on, go back to it, right? Try to improvise it. But if, let's say, if another data structure you spend couple of more minutes, just say, yeah, it's better, let's switch it to that one.
Okay.
Okay, so that is another thing. But rest, approach wise you are good. Little bit work on the data structures part and speed, right?
Okay.
So this one which I asked is the first one. So this question has two parts. The first one which I asked you is the medium one. So it's not easy. So that's good. Okay. So approach wise you are good. Only thing is data structure usage. If it done, you are already done with the double-ended queue. So the solution which you have given me for the double-ended queue, that's fine. The second part which make it little bit difficult is the jumbled one, right?
Yeah.
So before jumbled one, I was expecting the code for the medium one, right? So but today what happened is we spent lot much time on the hash map part and trying to find it. So that's why this we didn't get a time for a coding, even though we have the approach.
Yeah.
Okay, so Anit, that's pretty much on the feedback part where has to be improved, right? I hope that would be helpful, man.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
It
Okay,
will be
so
helpful for me.
yeah, cool, man. Thanks a lot, and I will stop the screen recording just a sec.